Welcome to this episode of Social Distance Television, the show funded during the COVID-19 scare to make our students more aware.
From news to schoolwork, everything is constantly changing, and it's hard to keep up with it all.
I'm Devin Handy.
And I'm Elena Pittman.
And you're watching SDTV.
Some important news regarding the MCPS community was released on May 6th. Maryland Superintendent of Schools, Karen Salmon, extended the closure of all in-person, in-building school for the rest of the academic year. She also cautioned that Maryland school districts may experience longer disruptions extending into fall. In the Maryland's Recovery Plan for Education, Salmon and her team laid out some scheduling options that we may see in the fall. The plans go as follows. One-day rotation students report to school 1 full day a week at all levels for 4 days. Students will be provided assignments to support their learning on the days in which they do not report to school. 2-day rotation students report to school 2 full days a week. Students will be provided assignments to support their learning on the days in which they do not report to school. A/B week. Half of the student population will report to school for 4 full days each week, while the remaining second half of the school population participates in distance learning at home. The student population will alternate between each week. Distance learning currently continues as is. Stay tuned for more updates.
On today's show, we wanted to do something a little bit different because next week on Tuesday, the Board of Education will discuss and take action on students' grading plans for the 4th marking period. Mark your calendars for May 12th at 11 a.m. because this is very important information for all of us. The board will discuss a number of concepts, including the possibility of a universal pass incomplete ruling for students during the 4th marking period, receiving the same letter grade as the 3rd marking period score, receiving a grade that is 1 letter higher than the 3rd marking period score, or if the students have the choice between a letter grade and pass incomplete. We asked some students what they think about the options, so let's see what some fellow high school students have to say.
While I think option 3 is the most forgiving, and for that reason I'd probably be for option 3, I think option 4 is the most fair because there are a lot of people who need to raise their GPA, and so they want their 4th quarter grades to be a part of that. They want their 2nd semester grade to be a part of that. But I think that some people, it's harder for them to do their work, so I think it's good to make it optional.
I think that whatever MCPS does for 2nd semester grading, they should do universally, because if we gave the option for letter grade or pass-fail, it would disadvantage students who needed to take the 2nd semester pass-fail, because for assignments at the end of 3rd quarter, they didn't have access to technology or some other inequitable difference.
I am a current junior, and it is my opinion that we should at least get the same quarter grade and as the same letter grade as last quarter grade, so that we would all at least have a good chance of passing this year.
I'm a junior at BCC, and I know option 3 is attractive, but since colleges with no MCPS scaled up these grades, 2nd semester grades would be treated as 1 letter grade lower. This hurts any college applicant with at least 1 A. Therefore, anyone who wants their grades represented should be allowed the choice to show their real 3rd quarter grades. If we choose option 4, they can do that, and also students who do not want those grades represented can choose to take a pass in a given class, negating its negative impact on their GPA.
MCPS has put forward several options for grades for quarter 4 and the 2nd semester as a whole. I think that the best option for this is an optional pass-fail system that allows students to see what their grades look like at the end of the quarter and then decide whether or not they want it to be a pass or a fail.
This week is Teacher Appreciation Week, so we wanted to clap out once again to all of our incredible teachers. We are so grateful that they are providing us with resources to continue to develop our learning during these times. You are all truly amazing.
Finally, we want to wish all the best to our MCPS students who are taking upcoming AP exams. You'll do great.
That concludes this episode of Social Distance Television. Stay safe.
And remember to check MCPS TV for more.